Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Corey Ray Staringer, and today I have another paranormal story time for you. If you watched my last video, which was the first paranormal story time, you'll know that I have this big black journal that I keep all of my paranormal dreams and experiences in. More dreams than experiences, I think. Might be about equal. I don't know. But today, I'm going to be telling you about one specific dream that I remembered in very vivid detail. And that was because of a technique I saw on the Dr. Oz show about remembering your dreams, where when you wake up, you repeat everything aloud to yourself, and it helps you remember more detail. And that definitely worked for this one. So, this one, it was a one-time thing. It was a long dream, again, very detailed. But I dreamt that I was at my cousin's house for her little boy's birthday party. And we decided to go on a hayride. And as we're riding along on this wagon, we're going through this town where all these like really big, fancy Victorian mansions are. And eventually we come to this one that sits across the river from us up on a hillside. And it was like old and empty and like forlorn looking, just really the typical haunted house is what we'll call it. Like shutters falling off, windows boarded up, the works. But like I said, it was setting up on a hillside and you had to cross a river in order to get there. Well, the river was like really high, really dirty water. I didn't want to get in there. Well, the next thing I know, my brother and cousin and everyone just comes running and jumps right into the water. So I'm like, well, I guess if they're going to get in it, I'll get in it too, giving into peer pressure. So I get in the water, swim across, and I climb up the side of this hill. And we get there, and the door is like a sliding wooden door. And we push it open, and we go inside, and like I said, it's this great big old Victorian mansion. And we go inside, and as soon as we get in there, everybody takes off from me and goes up this really small, not very wide staircase. And it's full of like all these fallen boards and all this junk and everything. And I can't fit through there because like I said before, I'm 6'5". I'm a big guy. So I couldn't go up through there. So I told them I'm just going to stay downstairs and take some pictures on my phone of the inside of this house, because I like taking photos of the insides of old houses and outside. And as I'm looking around and everything, suddenly I see this guy standing there in like this red velvet bathrobe, house coat, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, oh, do you live here? And he said, yeah, this is my house. And I said, do you care if we go and look through it? And he said, no. So I started going up the main staircase, which why everyone else didn't go up that way, I don't know. But it was a big wide staircase. And I start going up it. And as I get to the landing, I look over, and in the shadows, I see the black silhouette of a woman wearing a Victorian dress, and I instantly know she's a ghost, because the same figure was in another dream, which I'll tell some other time. And I take off running upstairs, keep going up all these stairs, and every time I get to the landing, I see this woman in the shadows. And eventually, I make my way up to the attic, where I find all my cousins and brother and everyone else at. Well, I get up there, they're all looking around this big old attic. Again, something about attics. The last video was about the attic in my aunt and uncle's house, which I'll put a link below for you to watch that if you haven't seen it. But, so I get up to the attic, everyone's looking around and everything, but what they don't see, and I can see, because as always, I'm the only one who can see and communicate with spirits in these dreams, are these 4 women sitting on this Victorian sofa. One's wearing a wedding gown, one's wearing a purple Victorian dress. One has like a off-white sort of Victorian nightgown, and I can't remember what the other one was wearing, but there's 4 of them all together. And at one point, the cousin whose birthday party we were at, him and my other cousin sat down on the sofa and sat through them. It's like, oh no, get up, get up. So I tell everybody, oh, I can see spirits, and there's these 4 women here sitting on this sofa. Excuse me. So we are standing there. I'm looking at these women, and I say, I can see you. Why are you here? And they all stand up and look at me, and I said, why are you still here? And all of a sudden, like, automatically, exact same time, they all raise their hand like this and say, he won't let us leave. And I said, who? And they just kept pointing, and I turned around, and it was the guy I had seen downstairs in the red bathrobe thing. And it didn't even occur to me at the beginning of the dream, this guy is living in this old abandoned house. Obviously, he's a ghost, you know. But everyone else can see him for some reason. They couldn't see the women, but they could see him. And my cousin's husband and I, like, this guy realized I could see these spirit women. And he had this, like, big metal hook thing, like a scythe or something, and come running at me. But my cousin's husband and I grabbed a hold of him, ran over to the stair railing, and threw him over the railing. And he, like, plummeted down, and we're like, oh, he's going now. Well, then we start hearing him laugh. And so we all freak out, realizing he's a ghost too. So we all take off running down the stairs of this house. There's like so many flights of stairs. And finally we're in the basement, and there's like this big, almost like a laundry chute, but bigger, that goes down into the river we had to cross to get there. So we all jump into the chute, and just as I'm about to hit the water, I wake up. So I don't know what this dream was about, where it came from, where my cousin that was having the birthday party for her kid lives. There's, as far as I know, not a bunch of big houses nearby, a big river or anything like that. And like she even told me, her son's birthday's in February, and in the dream we was going on a hayride, so obviously that's not the right time of year. But I don't know. And I always like overthink these dreams and analyze them and everything. But it's like, it makes me wonder, maybe there is a big house somewhere, and this guy had all these wives that he was killing off, and maybe that big chute thing in the basement that went to the river was where he dumped the bodies at or something, you know? I don't know. Like, I have dreams like that all the time. It's weird. I know. I'm weird. I know. But, I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this dream was some kind of spirits trying to tell me something about what happened to them? I don't know where this house would be. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. And make sure, if you want to see more videos like this or the other content I post on this page, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you're getting all the notifications and when I post new things. And again, I'm thankful to everyone who is liking this channel, who wants to see more of this kind of stuff. I really appreciate it, but I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.